You are going to hate your new construction home purchase. This is because what you end up with the day you get your keys never lives up to your expectations that you've been dreaming about since you signed your pre-construction contract months or years ago. And no matter how much I scream this message from the rooftops, still, many of my clients and thousands of people across my market of the lower mainland of BC will continue to view new construction as their best option. Well, their best option after subscribing to this channel, of course. But if you don't prepare to be disappointed when you yourself close on your new construction home purchase, well, then you'll just be disappointed, but not prepared for it. Because the honest truth is that the product that will end up being delivered to you is a far cry from what you have been promised. Whether that's in delays, quality issues, unexpected costs, or even missing items. New builds have consistently been leaving buyers frustrated, dismayed, and full of regret. And over my career, I've seen this play out time and time again. People are thrilled and determined to buy new construction directly from the sales center, only to call me after the fact or after the deal closes with a laundry list of issues, rather than doing what they should have done in the first place, which is book a call with me right now using the link in the description below so I can help guide you through the common pitfalls of buying a new construction property. The first of which being delays. You see, when you write an offer on pre-sale construction or a newly constructed property, it's often usually done at a sales center, and construction may just be starting, or possibly they haven't even broken ground yet. As a result, like anything in life, the developer will probably experience some delays in receiving building materials, permits, inspections, and of course, the trades are often unreliable to show up and follow the correct schedule. Just last week, I had an email from a developer that let us know that the project that was supposed to be completed 3 weeks from today is now delayed another 2 months or maybe more, leaving my clients unsure of their living arrangements over that period of time, all while they can't finalize and secure their final financing until they have a closing date. And of course, the developer has provisions within the contract to account for all of these delays with little or usually no recourse to the buyer. Or worse than delays, what if the development completes earlier than expected, and with only 21 days notice, you are faced to complete on the sale? It happens quite often, and it really causes headache to you while you scramble to try and close the deal sooner than expected. Next up, once the property does complete, or 1 to 3 weeks before, you will get a chance to do your deficiency walkthrough. This is your first look and experience with disappointment of shoddy work done in your new home. Occasionally, a walkthrough will go smoothly. But more often than not, you as the buyer start seeing things that are pretty disappointing and that need fixed. The more you see, the more you find, causing a death spiral of little green stickies identifying things that you want the developer to fix. And as you can probably tell from the tone in this video, most of those things won't get fixed at all. Sure, wall gouges and broken floor tiles get the developer's attention, but often improperly sloped shower pans, exposed very ugly dimple boards on the outside of the home, or poorly installed transition moldings or baseboards. Well, if you're lucky, the builder will choose to send back a tradesman to fix the problem, and somehow it often ends up being just as screwed up as it was originally. Or my experience shows me that more often than not, the developer just politely ignores your requests for repairs altogether until you give up on getting them fixed at all. But don't worry about that because you have new home warranty.
Or so you think.
Well, here in BC, we do have something called the new home warranty that comes with 2, 5, and 10-year portions. The 2-year portion of the warranty is supposed to be for deficiencies, but when you read the fine print, it's a little closer to 6 months, and they almost never really get taken care of. The 5-year portion applies to water ingress like your roof or windows leaking, and the 10-year part of the home warranty is for what we call breach, meaning basically a wall has to fall over for the coverage to kick in. So that warranty is barely worth the paper that it's written on. Then you have to be prepared for the home you get to be a whole lot more lackluster than the show home. Every good developer finishes the show home or show unit to the nines. That unit will be absolutely perfect with all of the trim fitting just snug. You won't find any dents in the walls or cracked tiles in that home. And the staging will fool you into thinking your home is going to look just like that one after you make a few trips to StructTube and Urban Barn. And you probably didn't even realize that half of the things you liked about that home in the first place, well, they were add-ons at an extra cost that you probably didn't pay for. Like that built-in entertainment feature wall in the living room, or the wet bar and 80-inch projector in the man cave. So be prepared that you will also have hidden expenses to get your property to the standard of what you thought you were paying for in the first place. Often, and I mean very often, I see clients replacing their brand new appliances, brand new countertops, or fireplace surround. Because after all, this is your dream home. You're the first ones to live here. And now that you've moved in, there's no way you're going to let it feel like your last place without all the fancy stuff from the sales center. So after you paint and change the mirror in the powder room, there's no way that you aren't going to fix all of the crown molding joints or upgrade the backyard from that cheap sod to NFL grade no maintenance turf. And all this hasn't even mentioned yet that you've probably paid a premium on this pre-construction property by as much as 20 or 30% over top of what resale homes are selling for in the current market. And they might only be a year or two old. And if you want to know what might be the worst horror story of any pre-sale construction building I've ever heard, make sure to check out this video right now. It will probably change your mind about pre-sales.